Yes, postgraduate diploma is actually a good one, yes, to come into Portugal. But then I love analysis. I don't know, I just love seeing and talking about the reality. And so we actually need to get it right, okay? And you're coming into a country that it isn't yours. Yes, you are not even a citizen, you're just a migrant. And so they have their policies, they have their way of life. You are the one to bend, not them bending for you. So if you're migrating and thinking of coming with a 1-year program, yes, from my own analysis or from my own concept, I'm sure you would, at the end of this video, you would actually take a decision for yourself. If this is the first time of coming across my video, you're welcome. I'm Doris, or simply call me bayoandobi. I talk about studies, migration, and also helping students in getting settled. If this is what you have been searching for, then you are in the right place. Yes, you get undiluted info. Please, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share my video. It's a way to encourage me to make more videos. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I've received DM from people saying, oh, Doris, you don't talk about undergraduate, you don't talk about postgraduate diploma, and you hardly talk about PhD. Yes, I'm sure this video would actually explain or will actually tell you reasons why I don't talk about some programs and I lay emphasis on some. Yes, let me start with undergraduate. For undergraduate, I know down within us, or an average, let's say an average Nigerian who wants to come and study, wants to study and work at the same time. And let me tell you the truth. The truth is, if you're coming from undergraduate, you won't have time to work. Why? Because you're going to battle with language. Most of their courses are in language, and even if you're being taught in English, it's just like our undergraduate in Nigeria. Okay, you're going to study from Monday till Friday. So when do you want to have that time to work? Then you wouldn't have that time to work. And so that's why you see me, I really don't talk about undergraduate. But if you actually want to study and also want to get your document, then it's a good pathway for you. Then I talk about masters because it's the minimum. Like, I encourage 2 years program. So let's talk about this postgraduate diploma. A lot of us wants to come in. Yes, coming in. I love telling people the truth. When you're coming in a genuine way. Coming in a way that when you're coming, you're confident. You have gotten enough research. And that is why after watching my videos, I advise you to also make your own research. Okay, you are coming to study a diploma, postgraduate diploma course. It is for 10 months. Most of the courses are for 10 months. And you're studying for 10 months. And I told us earlier that when you check your visa, they would put the date when you're going to meet safe. Some, it might be maybe after 3 months, after 4 months, you're going to meet safe. But let me share a story of this student that I encountered here in Portugal. He came in to study for a postgraduate diploma. And when he came in, he was not even given date. His visa, there was no date. And when he came into Portugal, it was actually difficult. Safe is no longer handling immigrants. It is now IMA. If you're familiar, I've always been mentioning that. Okay, so their ways they have not really balanced. So to get date is actually difficult. Yes, for now. So he came in, and I think after 5 to 6 months, that was when he got appointment with SEF. And when he got appointment with SEF, I was actually expecting maybe they would give him a 1-year student permit. But lo and behold, this particular student the date was only extended. Why? Because it was only remaining 4 months for him to finish. Yes, what they did was to extend the student study visa. I'm sure this student was actually, and I also was actually expecting them to give him a 1-year student permit. Why? Because according to their law, when the program he came in for is more than 3 months and is more than 6 months, he's supposed to be given a 1-year student permit. But lo and behold, what they did was to extend the stay. And that's why I don't really encourage that. I don't really encourage people coming for postgraduate diploma. As a matter of fact, why not come in with a master's with a minimum stay that you would stay for like 2 years. Stay 2 years, yes. Even if you were not given date during when you get your visa, but then you still have extra 1 year with you, and with that they cannot extend your stay. What they give you is now student permit, and with that student permit you can now work. If they extend your stay, you cannot work. Yes, because you are not given a permit that would allow you to work. And so that's why I don't really talk about the postgraduate diploma. But if you think you can come in and maybe trial by error, but don't do a trial by. I don't encourage people doing trial by error. Why? Because you are in a place where every little thing, they will refer you back to policy. They would always tell you this is what it is, and most times you have to employ lawyer to speak on your behalf because you cannot even speak their language. Yes, and so instead of you being in a state of dilemma, why not do the right thing? Why not do this to avoid you going to start paying extra fee or start sorting for someone to help you? The truth is, when you come in, everyone, you are on your own. Yes, you're on your own. So it is always wise you get information. Although a postgraduate diploma program is expected to have a resident card, but I think because of these changes, one cannot tell and one cannot just make a conclusion. So instead of being in a state of dilemma, I would just advise, if you're my brother or you're my sister, I would just advise you to at least go for a program that would at least last for 2 years, so that you'll be sure of your resident card, okay, your TRC. Yes, what about masters? A master's student, I love talking about masters. You can work and study at the same time. Yes, depending on your timetable, you can always fix it up, okay? And I always encourage students coming for masters, the moment you come in, prepare your CV. If you have not watched how to prepare CV, I've made a video on that. Watch the video. I've already posted it. And for PhD, I don't talk about PhD because PhD is like a worker. It's like a normal worker. Yes, PhD, you have a longer time for you to know the policy of the land. When you're given a PhD visa, that's when you're coming for PhD in Portugal, it's like the permit that is given to you would make you work. In fact, if you want to work 24 hours, you can do that, okay? So a PhD has a longer stay, a 4 years program, just remaining a year for you to just add it up and you get your PR and your citizenship So that is why I don't really talk about PhD. If you're calling for PhD, like, I see it as a sure way of getting your PR and your citizenship, and you can actually work, okay? And the truth also is you stand the chance of getting scholarship. I don't know, I'm going to make a video for that. A PhD student, you stand the chance to get scholarship. Yes, there is what they call FCT scholarship. I'm going to make a video on that, and it will be well explanatory. I'm sure I'm going to invite my husband because he did his PhD here in Portugal, and he will throw more light on that. If you have watched the video up to this moment, I'm sure you got something. So you can differentiate between a postgraduate diploma, an undergraduate, a master's student, and a PhD. Yes, thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Ciao.